existential threats and dealing with threats to punish Rwanda for one thing or another without a second thought. I'll turn my guns to the existential threat as if the other one doesn't exist. We are not dealing with a situation that is new to us. We have faced existential threats for years. We had the worst tragedy in '94. You really come to me and start threatening threats for defending myself, threatening sanctions because I'm defending myself, and you think I have any iota of fear for that? You know, I gave an example during our last 30th commemoration in my speech. I told the people how an old woman during the genocide, before they killed her, the killers asked her to choose how she was going to be killed. And the answer to them was to spit in their face. That's what this old woman did. So you can imagine how much I'm going to spit in the face of anyone who tells me to choose between which death I should face.
Yes, hello Africa, my dear brothers and sisters. In a shocking move, the United States of America has sanctioned Rwanda Defense Force and 4 senior officials for what America accusing them for direct operational support to the M23 and violation of the Washington Agreement signed in December last year, 2025. Last year, the president of Burkina Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, warned Africa about the coming of Black Winter. Have been sharing the words of Traoré in many of my videos that Black Winter is coming. Maybe we think Black Winter is about winter exactly. What Traoré meant at that time, it is consequences from the West. That's what we see right now. We may ask yourself, why US is sanctioning Rwanda? Why US is focusing on Rwanda? In my life, I've discovered one thing from the Western world. Western world, they don't want any person who was so clever than them. They don't want such kind of people. If you are so clever than them, they will do 2 things. Whether for you to be on their side or to eliminate you. That's what the Western world are doing. If you are clever, they will take you to their homes, to their countries, they will hire you, they will give you tasks. Or you will be in Africa but working for them. But if you refuse, these people in Western world, they have no excuse. They will eliminate you. So Kagame, we know very well, Kagame is the one who initiated the Africa Continental Free Trade Areas. Yes, Kagame has problems. Kagame may be supporting M23. But let us go deep into the reason why Western power are hunting President Paul Kagame. They started like that in Libya. They have started with sanctions. At the end of the day, they come after Gaddafi. So right now I see the man who they see is maybe a role model for Africa to wake up and to see Africa can wake is President Paul Kagame. Current leaders are learning from Rwanda, the way Rwanda has raised from the ashes from the 1994 genocide up to now where Rwanda it is. President Paul Kagame has shown that it is possible for Africa to raise from ashes. The thing that these Western power are not happy with, we have seen many times they have tried to eliminate Traore, they have tried to assassinate all good leaders. Let me mention some of them. They eliminated, overthrown Patrice Lumumba of Congo, because they saw Lumumba is so clever, want something that Western world don't want. Lumumba has influence. Lumumba tried to unite Congolese to take control of the resources. They eliminated him. Come to Dr. Osage for Kwame Nkrumah. When Nkrumah came to power, of course, he became a president of Ghana. Nkrumah has ideology of uniting Africa. He said clear in his speech at that time that if we don't unite today, Africa will be used by our colonizers. What they did, they overthrown Patrice Lumumba. Maybe you may think I'm lying. Go to Sylvanus Olympia of Togo. They assassinated him. Not enough, they went to Burkina Faso when Thomas Isidore Sankara came in and showing that it is possible to bring changes. It is possible for Africans to feed themselves. What the Western world did to Thomas Isidore Sankara. That is not enough. Come to Gaddafi. We have seen what happened to Gaddafi. Come today to Traore. Traore is the only African leader who survived more than 35 coup attempts. Why? Because Traore is clever than them. They don't want someone who is clever. If they don't take you to their homes, to their countries, they will remove you from power. And if you remain here, you will wait for them. That's what they want. It's not only those who have mentioned them. Come to people like Stephen Bantu Biko in South Africa. He was assassinated in jail. You may see Christian. So any people, especially in the global south, who are so clever than those who are in the global north, it's difficult to survive. So Kagame, of course, is going to face consequences. I've been saying this many times that Western power has no permanent friend. Western power have permanent interest. The US has permanent interest in Democratic Republic of Congo. Has no permanent friend. Kagame, if true, Kagame has interest in Democratic Republic of Congo, maybe through M23. Recently, few days ago, try to connect dots. Few days ago, the M23 spokesperson, William Goma, was assassinated in the drone attack. You remember that? 1 week later, or a few days later, Rwanda is being sanctioned by the United States of America. You see, try to connect the brothers and sisters. Black winter is storming in Rwanda. One thing that Western power wants is regime change. You know, I'm saying this, maybe you didn't maybe diving deep into these issues of Rwanda. If you are familiar with the issue of Rwanda, there is a thing called regime change. The Western power want to remove Kagame. You know why they want to remove Kagame? Because Kagame has stayed in power for too long. It's not a sin. It's not maybe a bad thing. But they want to show the world that to stay in power for a long time is a mistake. They don't want any leader, especially who is building their countries. Look, Paul Biya is in power for more than 40 years. Because Paul Biya is doing nothing. Because Paul Biya has allowed the people of Amazonia to suffer. He's a good person. He's a good guy in their eyes. But to Congo, to Rwanda, Kagame is building Rwanda Kagame is teaching Africa, is setting a standard of Africa, that Africa can have a cleanest city, Africa can become growing, can do something that is critical, that the Western never seen. That's why they want to remove Kagame. And one thing that these powerful nations, they have succeeded. They control our minds, they create narratives, and we Africans, we believe those narratives, and then they take actions. The way right now they are doing in the Middle East, many Africans are ready to and prepared to go and fight for Israel because of narratives that, you know, Israel is a chosen nation. So Africans, because of their minds, they are ready to fight for Israel because it's a chosen nation. Africa want to go to the heaven. They are preparing to die for Israel because they believe they will go to the heaven. So, but my point here is that Black Winter is coming. And we may think that we'll hand to President Paul Kagame or to Rwanda. This is not handing to Rwanda. They will go to Burkina Faso. They will go to, of course, they came from Burkina Faso, they accused Traoré and many things, many stuff like that. They will not stop there. They will go to all African countries. The issue here is interest. Powerful nations, they have interests. It looks like Kagame has refused to offer them resources. So they find a way on how they can eliminate Kagame so that they can have access to resources. That's what is happening, brothers and sisters. But for Congolese side, it will be good, it will be okay, because we may think that maybe the problem of Congo is Paul Kagame. But let me tell you, brothers and sisters, these problems are created purposely. And one day I will come to share my thoughts on how these problems become multi-billion industries. Because if you have problems, you cannot go to school, you cannot teach your children how to be self-independent, you cannot produce goods, you always import, you cannot feed yourself. So even to secure your territories, you need others. So if you need others, especially those countries, those powerful, they want to sign contract to monitor your territory, so you have to pay them. So you can see how it is multi-billion industry. So let us not speak for too long, family, brothers and sisters. I'm sharing this for you to understand the scenario, why Rwanda is being sanctioned. And it will not end to Rwanda, it will go to Uganda. We have seen Uganda, they have using Bob Wine, trying to pump the people of Uganda to demonstrate. Then they will come and say, there's violation of human rights. Then they will capture our leaders, something like that. That's what they're doing. So as Africans, we need to be vigilant and have been saying, African countries, African leaders, if we don't unite, we are finished. And it will not be easy to unite because they have succeeded to plant puppets in several African countries. Majority of Africans are puppets. Not majority of leaders are puppets. Majority of our leaders are puppets. I'm not talking about the presidents, I'm talking about the leaders. Majority of our leaders are puppets. So they will not agree for Africa to have a single passport because they have been told that don't accept this. They will not agree free movement of people and goods because they have been told that don't accept this. They will not agree to have a common market. They will not agree to have a common currency. So Rwanda is going to be punished. And all in all, to make sure that Rwanda is going down. They don't want to see any African country that is rising. When Burkina Faso tried to rise, see what happened to Burkina Faso. When South Africa tried to rise, see what happened. They have set a standard that you, Africa, cannot move beyond this. You cannot move above this level. You, Africa, you have to remain in this situation. So Rwanda is under sanction right now. And this is the beginning. They will come and they will sanction. Of course, they will continue to sanction. This is America. Maybe next day you will hear UK. Next day you will hear France. That's how they are always working. Powerful nations, Western world, they have several tactics. So if you have something to share with us, please do so through the comment section. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time. Thank you.
Thank you, Africa.